Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Brady Mallory in today.
Hello.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, thank you.
Working on your birthday?
I thought, what better way to celebrate?
Than to be here?
Yes.
Well, now, I'm glad to have you here.
Susan brought me a cake last year. No pressure.
Susan's not here.
Okay.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's take a look at what's topping our news today. Right now, UW-Madison students marching for a second day in a row protesting the university's response to a racist video posted online.
A challenge to Wisconsin's 170-year abortion ban got its first hearing in Dane County Court today.
And officials brace for the end of Title 42 and an influx of migrants at the southern border. We'll have a look at the preparations and reaction from lawmakers. Beautiful weather for your birthday.
I know, I can't get over it. I just want to be outside.
That's a gift after the last couple of weeks.
Let's enjoy it.
Enjoy. And I guess I forgot to put the weather words in.
That's okay.
Anyway,
the weather words are, it's great out.
It's great
Everyone
out.
Go outside.
Go outside. Go outside. As Jacob he's out on the patio.
Yeah, weather words are, it's beautiful outside. Right now, you know, it's about as nice as it could get. I could sit out here and have a picnic if, of course, I've had the time right now. But if we take a look at the current conditions, we are seeing temperatures in the 60s for much of our area and lower 70s. Now, right now, we also are seeing a wind at only 14 miles per hour. But the key is that it's coming from the south, and that's allowing those temperatures to really warm up today. Here's a look at the current temperatures across the region, mostly in the 70s. How about parts of our area in the lower 80s? It is definitely mild today. A little bit cooler towards the lake with 60s and even 50s in the northeastern portion of the state. Now here's a look at the temperature change from 24 hours ago. You know, yesterday wasn't too bad, but today is obviously even better. 14 degrees warmer than this time yesterday for Madison. Much of our area seeing temperatures over 10 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Here's a look at your evening forecast. Even as late as 10 p.m. we could see temperatures in the lower 60s. So if you want to spend your time outside, you still got plenty of time to do so. It is going to be nice really throughout the evening, even tomorrow morning. The low temperature is only forecasted to be around 50 degrees, but we do have the chance for some showers, and this will continue for the weekend. More details on that later in the show.
Thank you, Jacob. For the second day in a row, members of the Black Power Coalition of UW-Madison are demonstrating and sharing their outrage with the university's response to a racist video that's been circulating online.
It appeared as though hundreds of students were there. Earlier this week, UW leaders said that they could not expel the woman who repeatedly used racial slurs and glorified slavery in the video. A petition demanding UW expel the offending student has now amassed over 45,000 signatures. University officials said they can expel her.
Catherine Merck explains the legal boundaries at stake. Catherine?
The center of this issue comes from the First Amendment, the basic freedom of religion, expression, peaceful assembly, or the right of citizens to petition the government. Today, I spoke with a law professor at UW-Madison who told me there are a few categories that aren't protected by the First Amendment. That includes things like threats, blackmail, and fraud to specific people. Although some students found the video racist and offensive, this professor says the video doesn't fall into these categories of unprotected speech, which means UW-Madison officials can't legally expel her.
The reaction of the university and the reaction of the students, I hope, has made it clear to everyone that this young woman's expression does not reflect the prevailing views on this campus. But a public university simply cannot take any kind of legal action against someone for engaging in expression that is protected by the First Amendment. That's an absolutely bedrock limitation on what public authorities can do.
What university officials can do and did do in their statement is condemn the video. In statements, they've said racist slurs do not represent or reflect UW-Madison's values around creating an inclusive community.
Catherine, thank you. In other news, after already being rejected unanimously by 2 county committees, State Representative Sheila Stubbs will face a final vote tonight as she tries to become the next director of the Dane County Human Services. Last Thursday, the Health and Human Needs Committee voted unanimously to deny Stubbs confirmation. Then on Monday, the Personnel and Finance Committees voted unanimously against Stubbs as well. Tonight, the full Dane County Board will decide Stubbs' future with the county. We'll have more on the board's vote later tonight on News 3 Now. A challenge to Wisconsin's 174-year-old abortion ban got its first hearing in Dane County Court today.
So what do we hear from those arguments? Political reporter Will Keneally shows us. Will?
Mark and Brady, so this case could have the power to overturn the state's 1849 abortion ban. And how they're arguing it is this. It's the legal idea that newer laws supersede older laws. So if Wisconsin has passed laws since Roe v. Wade was decided, for example, that presume legal abortion, the idea is that those override the broad ban from the 1800s. Now, lawyers for the Democratic Attorney General described it as if it were a law around crosswalks.
Let's imagine Wisconsin has two hypothetical criminal laws. The first says it is illegal for pedestrians to cross the street unless the walk sign is illuminated.
All right, so now imagine that there's a second law where you can cross the street to save a pedestrian from a speeding car. The state is arguing that that second law applies, regardless of whether you get the walk sign or not. Now, on the other side, though, are the district attorneys, who the state is trying to stop from enforcing that ban. They argue that those laws should apply, and in that crosswalk example, that DAs should be the ones that have the discretion to determine which law should be enforced. We'll hear more from them coming up at 5 with a full recap tonight at 6. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
We'll see you at 5. Thank you. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has begun a 2-day trip to the border.
The trip comes as a pandemic-era immigration rule, which allowed the U.S. government to expel migrants seeking asylum, is coming to an end.
Nicole D'Antonio has more.
DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas met with Customs and Border officials in Texas for a first-hand look at preparations for the end of Title 42.
We've been preparing for what is to come when Title 42 is lifted.
Title 42, the public health order which allowed the government to expel migrants during the COVID pandemic, ends next week. 1,500 soldiers and Marines will be on hand to assist, with large numbers of migrants moving towards the southern border in anticipation of the policy change.
These troops are not going to participate in law enforcement activities. They're simply going for to flesh out what is already an existing mission by DoD on the border with administrative tasks, helping with logistics and sustainment and that kind of thing.
Lawmakers are working on a bill that would mimic Title 42, allowing the government to expel migrants, but it wouldn't be tied to the COVID pandemic. Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina and Arizona Independent Senator Kyrsten Sinema are co-sponsoring the bill. Right now, Title 42 accounts for nearly half of all migrant expulsions. Congress has struggled for decades to pass immigration reform, and it is already galvanizing candidates heading into the 2024 campaign. Former President Donald Trump, who's running for office, again slammed President Biden about the issue on social media. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Washington.
Tillis and Sinema claim their bill is bipartisan, but won't say which Democrat is joining them as a co-sponsor. Well, today, the Beloit School District officially announced its plans to reconfigure the school district. The district school board voted earlier this week to approve a reorganization that will effectively shut down 2 middle schools, McNeil Intermediate School and Cunningham Intermediate School, and send those students to other schools in the district. McNeil Intermediate students in 6th through 8th grades will move to Aldrich Intermediate, and Cunningham Intermediate students in 6th through 8th grades will move to Fruzen Intermediate at the start of the new school year in the fall.
The alleged gunman in a deadly medical office shooting in Atlanta has waived his first court appearance. Jail records show 24-year-old Dion Patterson is charged with 1 count of murder and 4 counts of aggravated assault. He's accused of opening fire Wednesday at a medical office in Atlanta, killing 39-year-old CDC employee Amy St. Pierre and wounding 4 other women. A law enforcement source told CBS News the Coast Guard veteran was in a waiting room in the Northside Hospital medical facility when he became agitated, took out a handgun, and then started shooting. Some people in the building had no idea what was going on.
We didn't know what the poppy noise was, so originally we just ignored it.
Patterson's mother, who was with him yesterday, told CBS affiliate WANF her son suffers from mental illness. Atlanta's mayor is calling for a national plan to deal with guns and mental health. Jail records also show the suspect used a semi-automatic handgun. The 4 wounded women range in age from 25 to 71.
A new survey from the UW School of Medicine details which populations experienced the greatest change in alcohol use during the COVID pandemic, finding that higher-earning younger adults increased drinking the most. The study took part in 3 waves, once in the summer of 2020, again in January 21, and then in June of 21. Researchers noted that the people who increased drinking the most were adults aged 21 to 40, especially those with a bachelor's degree or greater. Another group whose drinking increased was those who transitioned to remote work due to the pandemic.
We are a state that we all know it's part of our culture to drink alcohol, so it's important to monitor and to conduct surveillance when there's traumatic or life-altering events like a pandemic to see how that consumption changes.
Overall, drinking in Wisconsin rose for a significant portion of the survey participants during the pandemic, but the trends changed over time, with drinking rates highest in the first wave and declining in subsequent periods. In the first wave, 23.2% reported higher alcohol consumption. Second wave, that number 18.8. The third, 15.3.
The Henry Vilas Zoo in Madison is bringing back its popular Family Fun Days this summer. They're the first Sunday of the month from May to August, and visitors can look forward to enjoying special zoo activities such as free train and carousel rides, keeper chats, and specials in the Glacier Grill and gift shop. Carousel and train rides will run free of charge between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Keeper chat schedules will be posted at each zoo entrance.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
family fun.
Summer's here.
Yep. Well, Prince Charles officially becomes King Charles III on Saturday.
King Charles has had a big impact on the country for a long time. We'll visit the environmentally friendly town he helped create when Live at 4 continues.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Menards has everything to grow the perfect lawn, all 11% off. No matter the conditions of your yard, we have the right grass seed for you. Grab a 3-pound bag of Schultz Sun and Shade, Hardy, Shady, or High Traffic grass seed for $8.99 after rebate. FPP's Volt Edge Lawn and Garden Battery will power all of your tractors and lawnmowers. Each battery is built with the power to get you started. Now just $26.99 after exchange and 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to delicious.
watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. Kentucky Derby Week is off to a troubling start.
4 horses have died within 5 days at Churchill Downs in Louisville. 2 of the deaths involve horses trained by Saffie Joseph Jr., a famous trainer. He says it's not clear what happened. Blood work revealed nothing out of the ordinary, though. 2 other horses, including Derby contender Wild on Ice, had to be euthanized after getting hurt.
This is a coincidence. I mean, you know, horses do get hurt occasionally, but to have 4 or whatever the number is right now in so few days is very unusual.
Churchill Downs released a statement saying, while a series of events like this is highly unusual, it is completely unacceptable. We take this very seriously and acknowledge these troubling incidents are alarming and must be addressed. The situation brings back painful memories from 2019 when 42 horses died at California's Santa Anita Park. Those incidents did lead to some safety reforms.
The number of people filing initial unemployment claims went up last week. There were 242,000 first-time claims, up 13,000 from the week before. That's according to the Labor Department. That's just a little more than economists were expecting. Taking a broader look at the numbers, weekly unemployment claims have been trending up. The 4-week average of nearly 240,000 is about 40,000 higher than 6 months ago. That's a sign that the U.S. labor market is softening. Well, if you're concerned about the safety of your money in the bank, you're not alone.
According to a new Gallup poll, nearly half of Americans say they are concerned about the money that they have in financial institutions. 19% are very worried, and another 29% are only moderately worried. These findings are similar to 2008, when Gallup last surveyed this question during the global financial crisis. Despite a string of bank failures in recent weeks, U.S. officials say the industry overall remains strong.
Stocks slumped on Wall Street over those banking concerns. The Dow Industrials lost another 286 points, closing at 33,127. The NASDAQ dropped 58. The S&P 500 was off 29. Well, on his way to be crowned this week, King Charles III will travel by gilded coach through streets swathed in red, white, and blue Union flags and passed a warning from history.
Here's a large bronze statue of King Charles I, the 17th century monarch deposed by Parliament and executed in 1649. On Saturday, more than 1,500 protesters dressed in yellow for maximum visibility plan to gather beside it to chant, "Not my king," as that royal procession goes by. Republican activists have long struggled to build momentum to dislodge Britain's 1,000-year-old monarchy, but they see the coronation as a moment of opportunity.
We will be at least 1,000 people here, probably more, with a lot of yellow placards, a lot of large flags and a lot of noise, and we'll be chanting "Not my king" as he goes past. There'll also be speeches, probably some music, and we'll try and keep the atmosphere light, but our aim is to make it impossible to ignore.
Queen Elizabeth II, who died last September after 70 years on the throne, was widely respected because of her longevity and sense of duty. Charles is another matter, though. A 74-year-old whose family feuds and firm opinions on everything from architecture to the environment have been headline fodder for decades now.
While he's only been Britain's new monarch for 8 months, he's been leaving his royal mark for decades.
CBS's Ian Lee takes us to a town in the English countryside designed by the former prince.
To help understand Britain's King Charles, look no further than Poundbury.
What we have in Poundbury is high quality, creative architecture.
The tiny town in England broke ground in 1993. The then Prince Charles wanted to create a community built with traditional taste. A better, more eco-friendly place for residents to live, work, and play.
When your stakeholder is royalty, it obviously gives you a little bit of a twinge to make sure you get it right.
Anthony Woodhouse owns the Duchess of Cornwall pub.
My great-great-great-great-grandfather started brewing just up the road. We could not be not part of this experiment.
Royals have tracked the town's progress over the years, even dropping in for a pint.
We brewed a special beer called the Duchess, and we had the Duchess of Cornwall pulling a pint of Duchess to open the Duchess as she handed it to Prince Charles as he was then.
The monarch's mark is all over town, from a statue honoring his grandmother to a building inspired by Buckingham Palace.
Prince Charles, as he was as Duke of Cornwall,
has had an intense interest in Poundbury from the very start.
Would you say that the king is proud of this community?
I think the king's very proud of the community and what the community has made of itself.
This weekend,
And you can bet Poundbury will be proud when its founder is crowned king. Ian Lee, CBS News, Poundbury, England.
Didn't know that.
Will you be watching any of that this weekend?
I'll tape it.
Okay.
I'm not going to get up at 4 in the morning on a Saturday.
I know my mom will. She always says, I got up for the Charles and Diana wedding and then Queen Elizabeth, all the weddings. So people love that stuff.
Yeah, they really do, especially in America for some reason.
I guess.
All right, we'll look back at the incredible bond between a girl and her bird and how it came to be.
We'll meet the McFarland teen who tells us that the bird is much more than just a pet and what happened after he got away. That's coming up after Jacob's first warn forecast.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including hundreds of La-Z-Boy recliners and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth. Let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Take a look at this. Watch a terrifying scene involving an out-of-control stroller turned into a heroic moment for a Good Samaritan. The scene unfolded at this car wash nestled along a busy Southern California road. Surveillance video shows a woman fall and lose control of a baby in a stroller. She struggles to get up as wind pushes the stroller to the busy road. It's something like a nightmare, and that's when Ron Nessman went from stranger to hero. He rushed over and caught the runaway stroller just before it entered the road. He returned the stroller to the woman who was waiting to hug her sudden, speedy savior.
That is awful. I'm glad that everything turned out.
I'm glad he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today is Star Wars Day at Fault. Wait a minute. Susan just sent this over. Susan
Where did these come from?
Susan. She sent them from South Carolina.
Oh, well, thanks, Susan. Did you have something to do with this, too?
I'm as surprised as you.
Okay, well, here, have some. Everyone gets a cookie. Look.
So it's not only your birthday, it's Star Wars birthday.
Yeah. So here's the thing. If you're wondering why, say these words out loud. May the 4th be with you. See? Okay, so what's the best way to celebrate one of the most well-loved movie franchises in history? Here are 4 ideas for May the 4th. Grab some popcorn and binge the many Star Wars films that have been produced, or the TV and streaming spin-offs, or you could just relax and enjoy the memorable film scores streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. Finally, you can take a moment to remember the late actress Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia. Fisher died in 2016 at 60. I'm still not over that. I love Carrie Fisher. Have you read any of her books?
No.
Hilarious. They used to call her the script doctor. She would come in and fix scripts in Hollywood. Anyway, that's what
I get Star Wars and Star Trek and all that mixed up. What's The Mandalorian?
Oh, that's Star Wars.
Okay, well, I like that.
I do have a question. Are we sure May 4th is actually Star Wars birthday? I know it's Star Wars Day because of the saying.
I don't think it's Star Wars birthday.
Because of May the Force be with you.
Yeah, I know, but is it? I know you had mentioned it was Star Wars birthday.
I mentioned it. What do I know?
Oh.
I think it's Star Trek. I don't think it's. I don't. No, I would doubt it.
What Mark says goes. I do believe Carrie Fisher's getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
She is today.
Yeah.
She is. I saw that.
Very fitting.
So,
all right.
Thanks again for the cookies.
Hopefully.
Great weather for his birthday.
Yeah, here it's been fantastic, but we are going to see some rain over the next couple of days. All the details right after the break.
Right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You got me.
Tag, you're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the 3 things you need to know. It is going to remain mild, really for the foreseeable future. We'll continuously see high temperatures in the 70s, but we are going to see some rain over the weekend and possibly some thunderstorms next week. Next week, the forecast is looking pretty unsettled. It's a bit unclear exactly how much rain or thunderstorms we will see, but I'll get to that in just a moment. First, tonight we are going to see low temperatures around 50 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. We could see some showers as well, but the winds are going to remain calm, and then high temperatures tomorrow are actually going to be pretty much just as good as they were today. We'll see highs in the lower 70s, but we could have some more showers, variable cloudiness. It definitely at the very least will be cloudier tomorrow than what it is today, but the temperatures are going to remain mild, and as a whole, the temperatures are going to continuously be mild through much of next week. We could see high temperatures above 70 degrees for the next 10 days. But like I mentioned, there is the chance for some rain. Now, right now, we are seeing completely dry conditions across Wisconsin, but that may change as we head into the overnight hours. We're going to see some scattered showers, especially across central Wisconsin. North of Madison is likely where the heaviest rain will be, but Madison will likely still see maybe some light rain during the overnight hours. Tomorrow will be dry to start the day, but we are going to see some rain move into our area. By the time we get to tomorrow evening, that's when consistent rainfall will impact southern Wisconsin, and continuing into Saturday morning. But once again, during the afternoon, relatively dry conditions across southern Wisconsin, but some light rain is still possible. Then a little bit more consistent rainfall Saturday night into Sunday morning. Once again, the afternoon for Sunday looking fairly dry for southern Wisconsin before another round of rain moves in during the evening and overnight. So really for Madison, we'll see the showers during the evening and overnight hours, but for the most part, will be relatively dry during the afternoon for the weekend. But then by Monday morning, looks like we'll start to be clear, but then more storms are possible throughout much of next week. So here's a look at the weekend forecast. Becoming mostly cloudy for your Saturday. Scattered showers are expected. For Saturday, my guess is we'll see rain early in the morning and then late in the day. And then Sunday, we will see rain likely later in the day, maybe even some thunderstorms. But those temperatures are going to remain very nice. 70s are in the forecast, and that will continue throughout much of next week. Like I mentioned, there are several chances of storms for next week, starting Monday, really continuing throughout much of the week, but it doesn't look like any specific day will be a washout. My guess is we'll see some scattered showers, maybe some storms for about 30 to 40 minutes for each individual location, likely going to be dry for a good portion of the day, whereas, other times we see storms, the storms continue throughout much of the day. But this will continue towards next weekend, but as I mentioned, those temperatures are going to remain very mild. Now, we are still doing the umbrella contest, and if you would like to submit a photo for the competition, you can send it at firstwarn@WISC-TV.com. The link or the email link is right on the screen, or you can use our First Warn weather app. We still have several chances. There are still several umbrellas being given away, so there are still several chances to win. We will announce a new winner every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So like I mentioned yesterday, tune in about an hour and a half to see if you won the umbrella, if you submitted a photo. I mean, if you didn't submit a photo, you get to see who wins a First Warn umbrella. But unfortunately, we are going to need the umbrellas quite a bit the next 10 days. But I'm just happy we're consistently seeing the 70s,
Yeah. Warm rain is better than the cold rain.
Yeah, and I will say that the grass is going to love it. Maybe we won't like that the grass is going to love it because may need to mow some lawns, but it's gonna be warm and rainy.
We'll see those umbrellas all over the place. All right, Jacob, thank you. Well, sometimes a little bird can have the biggest effect on a person's heart. That's true for a McFarland teen who says her bird is more than a pet.
But when an unexpected loss clipped Lily Joan Torblow's wings, she says it took a series of fortunate events and a few strangers to help her fly again.
He's just chilling. Miko's just a calm and affectionate bird. He's just amazing.
It might be hard to picture.
Definitely a part of my family.
The strong bond that develops between a human and a bird.
He sat on my shoulder first thing when I put him on my finger.
But that's exactly what happened the moment Lily Joan Torblow first met Miko the cockatiel.
It was nice to know that there was something out there that liked me.
Is that something that you don't always feel?
No, I've always been the odd one out.
Lily Joan is autistic and has a painful condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which causes her to easily dislocate certain joints. She says people often view her as different, so it's hard to make friends and connect with others. That's why Miko is so important to her, and why it hurt so much when he got away.
It was just heartbreaking.
She and her dad looked all over McFarland.
So I was using cockatiel sounds, and I was playing this, holding my hand out the window.
They found him in a tree.
Way down there where that car's coming.
But Miko flew away. The small bird was missing. But Lily Joan was the one who felt lost.
Just hopeless.
But then...
Opened the door, and he was right along the
right kind of where my shadow is there.
2 people at SSM Health, 12 miles away, found Miko. Matthew Pinkerton.
I knew it belonged to somebody.
And Sue Gorton.
Right here is when I came down like this and said, step up. And he stepped up on my finger.
They rescued the mystery bird.
Scared the mess out of me, though.
You didn't expect a squawk when you were taking the garbage out there.
You just started squawking, and I dropped it out. Oh, my God.
Gordon, a nurse, tracked down his owners and then returned Miko to Lily Joan.
My reaction was just an instant smile and tears.
Yeah, it was both arms up, like I just scored a touchdown.
I think it made her day to have the bird back, which I drove away with tears in my eyes.
He was just eating away at his food. He was hungry. You were hungry.
The reunion happened right before Lily Joan was set to have surgery on her dislocated shoulder. Jared says this couldn't have come at a better time because she was feeling pretty down.
In that time, she was like, I don't want to go to the hospitals anymore. I don't want anything to do with any of these people anymore.
Isn't it fitting, then, that 2 people at a hospital healed Lily Joan's broken heart?
We forget how much every little thing you do can affect someone. And this made me feel really good that I could do this for somebody.
Come here. It's okay.
There's a bond that can develop between strangers, and all it takes is a little kindness. Lily Joan Torblow didn't just get her bird back. She finally found what she thought she'd lost.
Like, she found my bird. I found my hope. It just kind of brings my hope back into the world.
Well, how did Pinkerton and Gorton catch Miko the bird? It turns out Gorton's son also had a cockatiel, so she was familiar with that breed. Was it luck, fate, or something else that led Miko to someone who could rescue him? We'll let you decide.
She found her faith.
Yes.
All right, right now, hundreds of UW-Madison students have blocked University Avenue, gathering to stand with the Black Power Coalition in demanding an actionable response from the university. It comes after a racist tirade from a student appeared online this week, and the university said they couldn't expel the student.
Police say they are monitoring the situation. Reporter Andrew Banstra is standing by, and we will have more of that when we come back.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time, long live dreams, and long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali, and long live life.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Beauty Rest mattresses are assembled in Wisconsin, and right now queens start at just $449. Or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhafels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online today at steinhafels.com.
George uses AT&T. Anthony has Spectrum One. With AT&T, George pays $55 for internet and $75 for his unlimited extra mobile line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Get Spectrum internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-714-4999 today.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Life in the 608 is all about how you live it, and there's plenty of inspiration.
This is just an idea that I rolled with.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind.
Who's the evil twin?
Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
My motto is, be the change you want to see in the world.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison, 70 degrees.
Isn't that nice? I'd say we've earned it.
Yeah, we were trying to get to Andrew with the protesters on the UW-Madison campus are having some trouble with that signal. We'll get to that when we can.
Pretty crowded out there, so we will check in on him whenever.
Yep.
Well, they say you have to have a plan before you retire. Back in 1984, we met a couple from Blanchardville with a plan.
Turns out they struck out. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Isaac and Ingy Retrum quit farming in 1949. They moved to Blanchardville. But after a life of hard work on the farm, they weren't quite ready to settle down. They didn't. Isaac and Ingy took up bowling. Now, lots of people bowl, but not many do at the Retrum's age. Isaac is 93, Ingy is 91. Just listen to these facts. Isaac was born the year the Spanish-American War ended. Benjamin Harrison was president. Wyoming and Idaho became states. They were married in 1914. They'll be celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary this year. And still, they bowl. They win trophies for their bowling. Twice a week, on Tuesdays and Fridays, they head for the Pecatonica Lanes near Hollandale. They bowl with a group of seniors from around the area. Isaac needs to wear an eye patch now to cut down on his double vision. This isn't a league, though. They only bowl for fun. And I guess when you're over 90, it had better be fun.
Well, it's good exercise. It's a lot of fun. It's something to do, you know. It's better than sitting around.
There's something to look forward to. You gotta go.
I got some of my friends, they'd go and sit down and they wouldn't even walk downtown. And they wasn't going to go out and work on the farm. They said they were going to quit. They quit. They're under the ground now. That's what happens. You got to keep moving. You got to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Isaac and Ingy got it, and they use it. They should. Usually when your bowling score matches your age, you're not doing very well. But in Isaac and Ingy's case, their score does match. And that's not bad bowling. Mark Kane, News 3, traveling in Blanchardville.
It was fun looking back at that.
Yeah, it was.
All right, we now have connection with our Andrew Bannister, downtown Madison at the UW campus where hundreds of students have blocked University Avenue. Andrew.
Yeah, you got it. We're right here on the corner, as you can see behind me, of Park and University, where students largely, I'd say about maybe 1,000 students have blocked this intersection right now. Now, they're not necessarily blocking it. It's just a part of this protest. Now, they started right over on Bascom Hill, worked their way down to University Mall, turned right on Lake Street, I should say, and now end up right here on University Street. Students here tell me that their biggest message is that they want to make sure that really the general public understands that this is not an isolated incident. Students told us that they see things of this nature, of racist natures, quite often, and they wanted to make a big demonstration to make sure that as many people heard about their message as possible. Now, we did speak to a couple of the protesters and the organizers. You'll hear from them in later shows tonight. For now, what you need to know is that this intersection, if you're driving, is probably not somewhere you'd like to be, but it's certainly somewhere where messages are being heard, and a united message from almost 1,000 UW-Madison students. We'll talk to you again soon, but for now in Madison, Andrew Bannister, News 3 Now.
And I guess, Andrew, it's safe to say to avoid that area if you're driving?
I would definitely avoid the area if you're driving. There's certainly no danger for public safety in any way, shape, or form. But if you're driving, you're not going to want to be in this area right now, Mark.
All right. The peaceful protest right now. Andrew reporting live from the UW-Madison campus. Thank you. It's time to get your pet medical questions answered. Dr. Carrie Donahue is here, ready to take your calls.
And that number to call is 608-270-9933.
Here she is.
Hello. You can call in now and we'll get to your questions when Live at 4 continues.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
Now I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Your foundation doesn't improve the appearance of under-eye puffiness. Your concealer doesn't make fine lines disappear. Even worse, they can make those imperfections more noticeable. Introducing Tint and Tighten, a new must-have lightweight tinted cream that is sure to find its place in your makeup routine. Tint and Tighten is the only tinted cream that creates a temporary tightening layer on the surface of the skin, which works to instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye puffiness.
It's a very time-consuming thing to put foundation on and do your eyes and your lips, and I'd much rather just have a product that I can put on my face that makes me feel good. The thing I love about Tint and Tighten is the refreshed feeling my skin has. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, my wrinkles are gone, especially around my eyes. My skin feels smooth, I feel youthful.
Compared to Tint and Tighten, there was another product that I was trying, and one of the things that was a problem is leaving residue in the area underneath the eyes where your concealer would go. So I found that was a challenge, but using this particular product, I realized it's not leaving a residue.
Tint and Tighten works to smooth out wrinkles and under-eye puffiness in just 10 minutes, while covering and concealing dark circles, age spots, and uneven skin tone, making you look and feel years younger.
Right around this area, I have fine lines, which a lot of people obviously deal with as they age. And then also in this area, I had very dark circles. They were little, just puffed out a little bit, and that without any makeup is almost eliminated.
What's even better is that these remarkable results last for up to 8 hours without needles or injections. Want to look your best for that upcoming event, date night, or job interview? Maybe you simply want to feel younger and more confident with your appearance. Then add Tint and Tighten to your makeup routine and bring youthfulness back to your life. Get up to 50% off, a free makeup applicator, and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
No issues with your first warn traffic. Pretty clear across Madison. A few slopes in the Beltline, but nothing too extreme. And that's your first warn traffic. Back to you guys.
All right, Jacob, thank you. It's time to get your pet questions answered live.
That number is 270-9933. Dr. Carrie Donahue from Full Circle Holistic Veterinary Care joins us now. Hello.
Good to see you.
You too.
We have some calls. I don't have a computer. There we go.
Mary from Boscobel, what's your call?
Hello, Mary, you there?
Mary. Yes, hi.
Whoops, hang on. I got to shut this off. All right, go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I have a 2-year-old female cat, and I'd like to get a companion for it. Would it be better to get another female or a male?
Good
Does
question.
not matter.
Good question.
Yeah. I tend to think female cats do get along a little bit better with other females, but that's definitely not across the board. It really seems to be more than anything else individual cats. So it might be a situation where if you are looking for another cat, maybe fostering a cat first just to see if that relationship is okay, if they get along with each other, and if that's going okay, then move toward adoption.
Would a kitten help?
A kitten might be the best bet if you have an adult cat because they're much more accepting of kittens than other adults.
That's interesting.
All right, let's go to Ray in Cambridge. Hi, Ray. What's your question?
My question is, I have a 14-year-old Shih Tzu Bichon mix, and he has skin problems. And he has what look like pimples, but they don't exude anything. He has flaky skin, and he's always nibbling here and scratching there. It's just common for his breed.
Yeah, and how old did you say he was?
14. He's going to be 14 on July 2nd.
Yeah, and it tends to happen as they get older. And the kind of like the little bumps that you're seeing, those might be something called sebaceous cysts, and it's just a kind of like a hair follicle that fills up with dead skin cells. They can sometimes bother them, sometimes not. Tends to happen more in older dogs. And they can also get older dog warts. And those are like little pink kind of growths that they get on their skin, and that happens when they get older too. And you know, with those things, not a whole lot that you can do about them. The flaky skin, the itchiness, it could be allergies or it could be related to those bumps. I would say maybe trying a supplement like fish oil. Fish oil is really good for the skin. It's really good for the fur and the hair coat and keeping the skin moisturized. So nice for itchiness and nice for flakiness too.
Should you put it in the food or something?
Mix it right in with the food.
All right.
All right, next caller, Gert from Madison. What's your question?
I have a 15-year-old cat, and she's started messing on my carpeting all of a sudden. What can I do to stop it?
Oh, goodness. That's a hard thing. And if your cat is 15 years old, it could be because of a variety of different reasons related to aging. Sometimes cats that have arthritis have trouble getting into the litter box, and that's why they don't want to use it. Sometimes they get dementia and they forget where it is, and so they go outside of the litter box. And sometimes they do it if they have a bladder infection or, you know, a UTI or something else is bothering them internally. I would start with trying to get a urine sample to your vet so they could at least test it for any infection, any crystals, any inflammation, and they could treat that if they need to.
Especially a 15-year-old cat. All right, we are out of time. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next month.
Okay.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
If you're having shoulder pain, I would recommend Ortho Team because I can do anything that I want to do. And before I went, it was hard to do anything. And the staff there is wonderful.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
If you're having shoulder pain, I would recommend Ortho Team because I can do anything that I want to do. And before I went, it was hard to do anything. And the staff there is wonderful.
Tonight at 5, we ask a legal expert why UW-Madison won't or cannot expel a student for her racist comments. And is remote work due to the pandemic fueling a drinking problem? Find out tonight as we reveal new data from UW's survey of the health of Wisconsin.
A 106-year-old masterpiece.
The detail in this building is hard to grasp.
What would it cost to replace our iconic state capitol?
Learn why the number I discovered is just the beginning.
The price of perfection, tonight at 6.
Although we're going to continue to see 70s, we do have several chances of rain, but each individual day is not expected to be a washout. Expect showers around our area during the evening tomorrow, as well as early Saturday, and then again Saturday night, again Sunday evening, and then throughout next week we'll see on and off chances of showers and storms.
A lot of rain on there. All right, Jacob, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, our K9 correspondents, Louie and Oliver, have the top animal stories of the week.
And we go center stage with the Sun Prairie Jazz Ensemble as it heads to a New York City jazz competition.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free, but that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
In today's Final Touch, a new meaning to the phrase, a great escape.
It's been 26 years since the doors slammed shut on one of Australia's most notorious prisons. Well, the shackles of the past have been thrown off, and HM Prison Pentridge has reopened as a $1 billion dining and entertainment precinct outside of Melbourne. The redevelopment of the 170-year-old site is one of the largest restoration projects ever in Australia and is one of just 40 prison hotel conversions worldwide. I didn't know there were 39 other ones.
Oh.
The unique centerpiece of the redevelopment is the Interlude, a wellness retreat. It features 19 exclusive heritage suites, each created out of 4 to 5 original cells with vaulted brick ceilings, original cell doors, and blue stone walls. Each wall between the original cells took 2 weeks to demolish.
Imagine that. Where'd you go on vacation? A prison.
Great little jailbreak.
Yeah, it does look like their plans. That'll look nice.
Yeah, I think the couple of $1 billion are showing off there. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.